Good day, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. My name is Sheepdog74, and let's get into this one then. So we're back on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, ready for some more events on both the racing side and the police side. Still enjoying this game, hopefully you guys are as well. Yeah, not the greatest morning from me, to be honest though. My car has a puncture, but we're gonna get that sorted out hopefully. So very contrasting compared to yesterday, where I was very happy at the start of the Wreckfest video. Hopefully you check out that series as well. But with the game progression, we're at 55% right now, so over halfway at this point, and almost done all of the COD milestones actually. We've only got one left compared to the 6 for the racers. But speaking of the racers, we're going to be starting off today with a wing and a prayer racer event. And yeah, we're using the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Decided to put it in a Carrera white as well. And we'll be starting things off with sunny conditions at 7 AM, and of course we're just trying to get gold, which is first. So 12.7 miles, so quite a long circuit actually, as we all line up on the grid. Didn't even have much of a long intro sequence, to be honest, but we get things going and underway now in the Big Timber National Forest Park, and already being almost cut across by the Dodge Viper, but we're able to overtake him very quickly. Traffic car ahead, which some of them do crash into. That gives us a bit of a window to go through, and then we make our way up to second, just tucked behind this Pagani's Honda for the moment. But we're going to be almost looking to go down the inside, not quite able to do so. Have to stick behind for now at this point, but then we eventually are able to get in front, reach our maximum speed of about 211 miles per hour, and we're into first. So already a good start to this event. Definitely not going to be, in last and have to try and make our way through the field. That's not the storyline of this race, but we're back down to second as we end up taking this shortcut that we haven't taken before. Almost got lost here, almost went to the right, which would not have been the correct way to go, but we're able to get out in front, and then have to concede second as we turn around this corner. We were a bit neck and neck. I thought about going down the inside, but another Porsche just got in the way and ended up in fact T-boning him instead of getting the move done. So, and then they seem to blast away somehow, but this green Lamborghini comes out of nowhere and slams into the side of us, but then gets a slice of karma as he hits a traffic car, and that's ruined his race a little bit. But yes, we now continue on then through the other park. I can't remember all of this. Foxlair Pass, apparently that's the name of it. Basically the waterfall road, and we go over the little bridge, stone tunnel thingy. Don't really know what it is either, but just trying to catch up to the cars ahead. Really, that's the main goal. 2 minutes down into this event, about 7.1 miles done, so a little bit under halfway, but we are making a beautiful move as we go through the inside of both of the 2 cars in between the gap, and then take to the off-road shortcut. That was actually very good, very calculated. Somehow threaded the needle through the gap, and it worked out well. So that's a good job, pat on the back for us. And we're up into first now as we continue along this road. As you can see, 1.52 seconds ahead of second. Just continuing around this corner, and then we're going to be taking a left in towards the stormy road. I honestly don't know what the name of this road is, but it doesn't matter where you are, it's always cloudy and always stormy. So but anyway, we basically just led the entire race from here, so we may as well speed things up as we head through the stormy road. This is called Rockingham Road apparently. We will slow things down because we make a lovely move in between the traffic cars around this corner, which I thought was worth showing, but the rest of it not really interesting. To do with my puncture though, I hadn't even driven the car in ages, but it picked up a puncture. The tyre pressure for my front is for the front right, and the tyre pressure should be 31. We measured it, was 13.5. So there's obviously like a slow puncture, or the valve's not working. So we'll have to get that fixed. A new tyre might cost me 70 quid, which is not great, but what is great is that we got the gold award for the Wing and a Prayer race event, done in 4 minutes 25 seconds. So at least there's something to cheer about today. But yeah, new reward as well, because we got enough bounty to get us over the line for that. So we'll see what that new car is in a second. It is in fact a Lamborghini Gallardo LP570-4 Super Leggera. Leggera? I don't know how you say that word. Anyway, we got a new Lambo, which we've got quite a few of right now. We're going to be doing the Elements of Speed Rapid Response next, which actually plays a little bit to the same way that I did for my last title, since we'll be driving the 6 Elemento from Lamborghini in rainy conditions with sun, 7 AM, and a time of 3 minutes to beat.
Central to all units, officers require assistance on West Beach Freeway. You will be evaluated as if this was a live situation.
Okay, so we go from basically driving perfection in the last event to hopefully trying to recreate some perfection in this event. Again, starting in the Red Forest. We've already reached our top speed of 206-ish miles per hour. In fact, we're still climbing a little bit. 209 we got to there. But yes, we have a slippery road here with the slight rain, so we do need to be careful of that. We're going to be taken to the correct side of the road though, for at least for America, for this section, because you know, I could go down the other split, but it's a lot trickier to try and avoid oncoming cars compared to cars going the same direction as you. We're also going to be quite cautious if we go around this corner, because there's plenty of traffic cars in this event. I can't believe actually how many there were. But unlike the last event, we're not going to be turning to the right, we're going to be turning, well, straight forward and then left, but we make a slight collision because I wasn't anticipating the car to be on my inside there on that corner. We've done about half of this event already, and we're about halfway through the allowed time, so we're making some good progress here as we drive around this corner. Continuing along the bridge to the mini island where some rich fella's house and park is. Don't know how he was able to buy this whole island, but you know, good for him, I guess. And so we'll continue on through the manor shortcut, or the expensive house shortcut thing, and then back through into here, where we will unfortunately come to a side that no Speed Hop Pursuit player wants to see, which is 2 cars either side during a rapid response unit event. What do I even mean by unit? It's a rapid response event. Anyway, we continue on nonetheless, despite incurring only 2 penalties actually, so we're doing pretty well so far, and we've only got about a mile left as we head round back to the Storming Road, or Rockingham Road, with the lighthouse at the end, which signifies that we're going onto that road. So we drift around this corner, we take it nice and easy, very well done actually, avoid the traffic cars where needed, and then we continue on past this other car, and we cross the line, but just before we cross the line we do actually hit a random traffic car that will stop there. So we get 2 minutes 49. I'm not sure if that actually is with the 3 seconds added on for hitting a traffic car or not, but the important thing is we got the distinction time done, and we also got a little bit of bounty to go with it as well to progress through the the sergeant rank. But the next event we're going to be doing is Double Jeopardy Hot Pursuit. Now this is one that I used to love doing a lot. I play this one a lot, so I know the route like the back of my hand. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm good at it though, but we are going to be using the Pagani Zonda because this was my favourite car to use during this event. I thought about going for the original, but we went for the Need for Speed Edition in the end, as we have sunny conditions at 4 p.m. With 4 spike strips, 4 jammers, 2 turbos, and 4 EMPs. So good stuff there. But as you can see, 16.6 miles, so a very, very long event. And one with plenty of challenges, and the first challenge was actually the first run, so I'll just show you the best parts of it because it did not go well. We already crashed into the police station there, we crash into a fellow teammate, and we do the exact same thing on the next roadblock as well, 2 roadblocks in a row. There's a policeman in the tunnel wall for some reason, and then we crash into another roadblock, which isn't great. Crash into another roadblock, which leaves us quite low HP, and then I stupidly decide to try and hit this dude even though he's deployed spike strips while I'm EMPing him. No idea why I did that. I was low HP, he came in for a T-bone, and that was me busted, done and done. So yeah, pretty bad first attempt on this, but we go again for a second attempt, where hopefully we'll be able to do much better. But we'll start off by overtaking the Ford GT, and we also have the Mastermind and another Pagani Zonda, not the Need for Speed Edition like we're in, which is of course the cover car. That's why it's the Need for Speed Edition, it's the cover car. Yeah, we overtake him anyway to get into first as we continue around this area, go through the observatory. To start off with, we've already got some of our equipment, ready, but the turbo obviously takes a little bit longer to charge as we continue to go around these corners. And right now is when we'll start to get the red little scanner at the top to indicate that there's cops after us, and it's going to be the Lamborghini, 2 Lamborghinis in fact, that'll be chasing us through the desert, at least for the start. That being the Murcielago, but this time we don't take the police shortcut because we weren't really in the correct position to do so. So I think that was actually a very good call in the end. We deploy a turbo because I have been on this straight away every time I play this event, and for some reason my game just decided, you know what, let's spawn a random traffic car to go across the road and completely screw over his turbo. So and then we just hit a random truck for good measure, so that's great as well. We've got cars flying over though, and respawning rather weirdly and crashing into fences all over the place, so no idea what's going on in this hot pursuit, but we continue on nonetheless, with the Murcielagos in front of us, which is not exactly helpful because they're soon enough going to start deploying some spike strips for us, which is not ideal, and already they chucked one out before the other guy gets ahead and chucks his own out, but we take to the shortcut to avoid them all and continue just off-road through this section. There's another roadblock which we should have really been taken out from it, but yeah, we were able to somehow slightly get through the gap. A little bit of damage taken, but at least not a complete takedown. But we deploy another spike strip anyway, or at least that's our first of this attempt. We deploy a first spike strip there, and already being harassed a little bit by the Murcielago. For some reason this guy just decided to go left and crash himself out. The Aston Martin also gets crashed out by the Ford GT. And we also chuck out another spike strip to try and take out some of these cops, which it does sort of work before we see that we have some Lamborghini Elementos now chasing us again. So up to 4. I can tell you that the Lamborghini Elementos were not there in the original game, It's just because we have the pack, they decided to replace them in this event. Because like I said, I have never seen an Elemento before playing this, the remastered edition, which adds all the packs. But we do finally get a bust onto one of the Lamborghini, so we won't have to worry about that. But we will have to worry about this guy going into another of the police cars just by hitting a spike strip, which I guess does sort of help us actually, so maybe not something to worry about, but that guy goes into a traffic car, so not great driving on display from anyone. We are able to go through the massive gap that's been made here through the roadblocks. I mean, that guy was completely all over the place. Now I did sort of think that they would deploy an EMP, and they did, so we whip out the jammer to stop them. Before decided to go into a traffic car because it was in the exact wrong place at the exact wrong time, so thank you very much, car. But we're now below half health, and we have about well, we've done about 10 miles, so we've got about maybe a third left of this event, but still nonetheless we've got plenty of time and opportunities for us to be taken out, though something that will help is us taking out one of the Lamborghinis. And now we continue on as well with big boost as well. I was looking for a way to get through this roadblock. One way to get through it is to just smash into another competitor, hope that they get taken down, and then you get a free pass basically through the roadblock. And so we now continue on through the hills though. And another Lamborghini is now pulling onto the side of the road. There's a helicopter now involved in this pursuit as well. Why they didn't deploy it earlier, I'm not entirely sure, but there you go, they've deployed it now. And so that'll be a nuisance towards the end of this event. But we're being chucked around a little bit with quite low HP, and hitting into roadblocks does not exactly help us either. But we continue on through the tunnel nonetheless. Down in second though, and there's a helicopter ahead which has placed the spike strip a little bit funky off the road. We continue on though, just trying to follow this guy. But as he goes around a corner, he crashed into a red traffic car, truck that is, and we're able to get straight through. So, doing alright at the moment, but we're quite low HP. I can see the helicopter is looking to deploy the spike strip there, thinks better of it and decides to go further forward before he lays his own trap. We've got another Lamborghini, we've also got a roadblock that's chasing us as well. We deploy a turbo, I deploy a jammer as well to get rid of the helicopter spike strip, otherwise that would have been actually would have been a fail now that I think of it. So very good that we did actually deploy the jammer to avoid the spike strip there while we were using our turbo. But we've got 1 mile left, the helicopter is literally right above us. Now it finally is able to get in front as we go through the twists and turns of this final segment of this event. And we come around the corner, the police is kind of catching up to us, so I chuck out some spike strips just to be safe, just to be sure. But there is the finish line, and that is us in first. Second attempt, not bad. Get the double jeopardy event done in 6 minutes 39 seconds. So definitely a very long event, but like I said, one that I played multiple times, one that I enjoy a lot. So it was good to play it again. I was waiting for this one to arrive, but anyway though, we've got one new reward, and that new reward is going to be in the form of the Aston Mine 177 for the exotic series. So good thing to add to the collection, worth 1.3 million as well, so plenty of money that you need for that. But we're going to be doing the Takedown Notice Interceptor event, and we're going to be doing it in the Reventon, so the other cover car for this game, because we unlocked it last episode. But we're going to be using it, and we're going to be having cloudy conditions at 12 AM with 4 minutes for distinction time, 3 helicopters, 2 EMPs and 3 roadblocks.
In pursuit of a Chevrolet on Fairview Road.
Confirmed status.
suspect is driving very aggressively. We've lost 2 patrol cars already.
Request confirmed. Interceptor support en route.
So here we go then into the intercept, and already on the tail of this Chevy. A little bit of a mismatch, I'd say, in terms of performance, but nonetheless we'll continue anyway. We go in for a T-bone here, and it literally does no damage for some reason, pretty much. Can't imagine why that is, but we deploy a helicopter anyway. We avoid his EMP and decide to deploy an EMP of our own as we avoid his own spike strip. And the EMP does in fact get hit off, which is good for us. And then coming around this corner, we again go for a T-bone. This time it does a lot of damage before he goes into a traffic car, and unfortunately for him, that's his day over as we T-bone him once again. So one of the quickest interceptor events we have done, apart from that one of the Alfa Romeo in one of the older episodes. But yeah, did it in 39 seconds, which is probably close to a world record, I imagine. And we also get one new reward straight off the bat. We're also going to get another car as well. But yeah, when we were given 4 minutes to do this event, and we did it in 39 seconds, it clearly shows that we're just so superior. But anyway, the new thing that we're going to be getting is a new unit available, and that is of course the last available unit for the police side of things, as we get to see some McLaren F1s, some Koenigsegg Aguiras as well as also the Koenigsegg 1 as well. That's another car that's in this game in the top tier, and there is the special response events now available, so top tier cars available to us now. We're also going to be getting another car. This time it's the Mercedes-Benz AMG SL65 AMG Black Series. Very long name, but lovely, lovely, lovely looking car. And that'll be for the rapid response units, I believe. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy, go ahead and hit the like button, comment anything you enjoyed below, subscribe if you enjoy all my content, give me some constructive criticism, smash a like for my tyre as well. But until then, it's been Chief Dog 74, plenty of good events to come, and I'll see you guys in the next one.